to the stream. As usually, we'll be doing Gradle studies. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I'm still sick, but I've been on a sick leave for quite a few days. It's my second, I think, day without a temperature, and yeah, I can do at least something for a few hours per day now. I have no temperature at the moment. I hope so. I can do Gradle. Let's check our exercise from the previous day. So yeah, let's check this one. Okay. So we were working on this advanced dependency management. So we've done exercise 1. Now it's exercise 2. I'll put the link in the chat. Chat. Put the link now. Now let me see. Okay, so we'll need IntelliJ for this thing, obviously, and we'll need freaking folders. One moment. We need. I'm just looking for my GitHub folder. I'll do it this way. Okay, and if and GitHub, and I think it's called. No, oh, actually, maybe it's. Yeah, got it. So basically, let's take a look at the second exercise. So as always, this type of streams, open studies and practice, it's more about creating consistency and creating a habit or the habit of learning something daily, choosing a focus. So currently it's Gradle, and next one will be Elasticsearch. So we'll just finish those. Actually quite a few. We need to finish 4 exercises and to ideally ASAP, but because I'm sick, I'm not sure how long it will take. But I want to finish them. This is the course of advanced dependency management. These are the exercises from the course on advanced dependency management in Gradle, which is a build system, quite a famous one, and what is more important, it's open source. So without further say, let's go and check the stuff. So yeah, let me check. Sorry for my mobile phone. Yeah, I'll just move its screen down so it doesn't make any sounds, so it doesn't distract us. And I know there's 0 people watching it right now, and maybe nobody will watch it ever, but still it's a very good habit to have from psychological point of view, and also removing the fear of presenting to people. So this hands-on exercise to go along module. Observing Gradle's version conflict resolution, fine-tuning transitive dependencies. This is a good one. Using dependency constraints and using rich versions for bucket dependency configurations. So they assume that we completed the first one. We actually did. And okay, and then it's the exercise itself. So the way it works is that we'll do it this way. Okay, we'll make this one on left. Yeah, and we will here. And actually, this one I would like to add it to quick access. Okay, so I'm using Windows. When I get richer, oh, hi, Rahul. Hi, so welcome. And by the way, in these streams, although I do them for consistency and for studying something, like I study Gradle, advanced part of it in dependencies. But if you have any questions, especially open source, just ask them in the chat, okay? And I will try to answer them as part of the stream. Free stuff. Yes, sorry, I will turn off the sound and 1 second. Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so I don't want you to see how sick I am. Now, yeah, oh, let's actually move this thing here. So maybe the sound quality will improve if there is such thing as a sound quality. Okay, 1 second. There's stuff on the table, which I haven't, of course, fixed before the stream. Sorry for the noise. Okay, now it's better. And now I will be able to move the mic in a better way. So hopefully something like, yeah, something like this. I hope now it works better. Now, so as I mentioned before, sorry for that. Yeah, that's a friend of mine, but currently I'm here for the community. I'll help my friends, my other friends later. So that's an exercise from Gradle. If you go into 1 second, that's solution. I don't need solution. I want the lab, and that's the problem because okay. So it's interesting. Apparently, they only set the lab in the first one, and then we're expected to work with it till the last one. Okay, cool. Because the problem is that if I don't know about you, but for me, it's not enough to look on solutions. Okay, it's just a waste of time. It's not just not enough; it's a waste of time. I'll better go and go watch some cartoon. I don't know, Kung Fu Panda might be more useful than reading this stuff if I don't do any practice. So, but if I do practice, then it is useful, and it's actually much faster than without the practice. So, version conflict resolution. So we are going to the app project. This one. It's IntelliJ. It's well, it's they have a free version, and also if you work for Apache Foundation, in Apache Foundation projects, if you're a contributor there, I think you'll get they used to give free licenses, I think, and also there are competitions and stuff. So, and if you work in open source projects in general, I think they are very supportive of the open source community. Okay, but they didn't pay me to say that. They just do good stuff. So let's add this dependency to the app project, right? Okay, so now they want us, as they say, to inspect dependency, right? So we do double control and we do Gradle W app dependencies. Sorry. This one, configuration. I know I can copy it. I'm doing it on purpose because I want to remember it, to memorize. Okay. So, and Rahul, if you have any questions on open source or anything, like I don't know, then you can ask them in chat. I will answer them as it goes, because these exercises, they're not that hard. They're quite good actually. And by the way, you can obviously attend the session, Gradle session. If you just go and Google Gradle trainings, it will lead you to the Gradle website, and they do like many trainings on many topics. All of them are free. Generally, it's like I think 2 per month or 2 per 2 months, and they happen in different time zones. So most people, let's say from India and San Francisco, can attend. So yeah, Gradle, they are so good in education. Anyway, so we did investigate. So we can see that we added this library. I have no idea what it does. Oh, Goose or whatever 510, but because it is implementation, which means that it must be available during the compile time, and there's also this runtime dependency as well. If I don't, or maybe not, but there's implementation, and so this one is available at compilation time. There's also API level, this one, but it's different. Okay, so there's difference. What? Anyway, so that will be Actually, let me quickly check. Gradle dependency types. Gradle 8. I want Gradle 8. Just quickly. So implementation we know. But besides, so test implementation and implementation, but that's not enough. Why can I do control? No. Oh, that just closed it. Oh, can I just do control? Oh, control and go inside. Accept. So let's see. Oh, my screen is not visible. Oh my god, this is such a big mistake. Better now? Hi, Salon. Hi, mate. Yeah, I think it's better now. So so I was trying to understand which other types of okay, so there's artifacts dependency. I think it's the I think it's the implementation of this thing, but I'm not sure. I'm just trying to quickly check which dependency types exist there. Okay, and yeah, let me check this one. And so which ones exist there? Do they have implements? They don't even mention it. That's just implementation. Implementation. Okay, cool. We'll just do it later. It's okay. I don't want to, because I'm very good in like distracting on different stuff, but I want to complete the exercise. So I'm aware of implementation level and API level. So we can see that it's been added. So that's the was the command. This one, which was basically a compile class path for dependencies of the app project for this one. So because app project has an implementation dependency on project model, so that's where it's getting this one. Gusos. Oh, actually, no, that's us. So this is dependency on the model, and this is dependency of this goose and transitive stuff from it. Okay. So now we can do the same one. Up Gradle W app dependencies configuration, but this time it won't be compile class path. It will be runtime class. Okay, I'll actually make it big, I think. Okay, that's better. So let's see what changed. So this one is coming from implementation model. Okay, Control Shift 1 allows us to quickly jump there. And this one, okay, cool. So it works. Compile class path. I think there was a change which I probably didn't do, because they this JSON here in model is not visible to us, right? Why? That's model project. I think I missed something from the previous exercise. Let's see, because I was playing with this stuff. So if we do it this way, Control C, Control T, exercise 1, okay, we can see now if what exactly they did, and they did this thing to the model project. Okay, as I said. So here I must have this thing. Okay. Now it will be more interesting to run even compile class path. Now it says that, yeah, it says that it depends on the model, and model is a project, and it depends also on this one thing. That's expected, and Guava 31 GRE. But also let's check runtime. And runtime is interesting because we are referring to the project model, we will need this stuff to be in the class path when we run the project, to make sure there's no exception like class not found. And we can see that this one model is looking for Guava 30 GRE, but this one is looking for Guava 31 GRE, and that's an interesting question now. So, and by the way, Asalan and Rahul and anybody, you can, if there are any questions like any about open source community, probably even how to get a job with open source, I will be answering them as I solve exercises. So you can ask me anything, because the thing is that I like mentoring people, but I don't like mentoring people when only one person benefits, or maybe two, like this person and myself. So I prefer to answer questions openly, so everybody can benefit. And Asalan, are you a part of our Discord channel? Let me quickly check, because we have this Discord thing. I don't remember. You should be, but with my autism and people names, and we have like 12 people there now, and it's growing fast. 1 second. So that's us, and no, Anurag is there, but you are not. Yeah, if any of you wants to join the open source friends community, just DM me on Twitter or LinkedIn, and I will send you a Discord invite link. It's free. It's cool. So the way it works is that on these events on Sunday, when we interview people, on those events on Friday, when we set the goals for the week, you'll be able to join, and we have 10 places. So if you're early enough, you'll be in those 10 people. And if you're a bit late, not that lucky, then you can still join us, just watch the streams and ask questions. We will try to answer them. But anyway, so let's see. So that's number one. I don't want this one. This is number two. So there's a problem with dependencies now, because yeah, they just say it shows twice, right? But that's not as a problem yet. Oh no, actually it is a problem here. Look, it's showing that it was referring to this version, I assume, but it will actually use this one during the runtime. Let's check in our case. Yeah, we had the same problem, because this dependency, the Google's one, is bringing this dependency of Guava 30.1. At runtime, our model by default will be using Guava of the new version as well. And that might be a huge problem. Imagine it's some financial package, right? Now, dependency constraints. Say we want to enforce the version of Guava brought to be at most currently defined. So they're trying to make a constraint on add a constraint in the app. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know even where to add it. I think I will add it here. Okay. I think I'll add it here. So what does it do? It we tell Gradle that Guava should not go higher than version 30 and lower than version 28 for the app project. Did that? No. Yeah. So they mean app sub project. So they will lower this one down, and it will affect the model as well. So you saw this, that it was upcasting, not upcasting, but using a newer one for the model project. But now it's using the lower one for the app project. So the model project is also using the same one. Okay. Now let's do control delete Gradle app dependencies configuration runtime class path. Good stuff. Now we are using lower version than we could for app dependency, which is coming from this one, right? Which is this one. Oh, sorry, this one, line 11. So I have no idea how to pronounce this stuff. But because of that, Guava, which is a transient dependency of a model project, it can be used as it is, okay? Now let's see what else they teach us. Rich versions. So they suggest us to update the Guava dependency definition in the model subproject between 28 and 30 while preferring. Okay. Let's see. It will be this one, I guess. Yeah. So that will be interesting because now anything can be fine. So I would assume that if app was using 30, it will be 30, but so I don't know how prefer will work. Okay, let's actually see. So I think it's actually 30. So I don't know how prefer is used, but basically out of this one, it makes decision to use 30. And this one, 30 is hard-coded because it's here. Okay. Okay. So because so this one is implementation version strictly, and this one is implementation version strictly and prefer. If you go to prefer, it says that sets the preferred version of the module, a very soft version declaration. So applies only if there is no strong and dynamic opinion. So well, whatever it means. So this we already did, right? Oh, interesting. In their case, it's giving 29. But in our case, it's giving 30 here. But I think it might be coming because as we saw here, right? No, not this one. As we saw here, it says that only if there's no strong and non-dynamic option. And I think this thing might be a strong non-dynamic option. So if I remove this one from the app project and we do it again, let's see. Oh, why is it failed? What's wrong? So this works. but but it's not bringing 29. Interesting. So this one has chosen version 28.2. I don't know how the version choice is going there. Maybe they are checking something like the best version between those, the most used or whatever. And this one, so the model is also referring to 28.2. So I really don't know. Git local history, or what was it? Oh, actually, we had it here, right? So here, oh yeah. So that's model with our. That's the number one exercise. Okay, I'm just trying to. Oh yeah, of course. Now I remember. So what will happen if I delete everything from up? Oh, and actually this one as well. Yeah, now I understand what I was doing wrong. I was playing with constraints. I thought I'm playing with dependency, but I was playing with just a constraint. So this one is adding this guys thing. And I think yesterday we were discussing what failed means here. So ouch, I don't remember. I think it means that Gradle dependency. So it basically fails to resolve dependency on something, but we'll leave it for the next time. I don't really want to. The problem is that if I really don't want to switch to like investigating small things, because I don't care. I just want to finish this exercise and that's it. So this one actually means that I think it means that this I've got this dependency, but I failed to obtain this one. And I failed to obtain this one as well. And I don't know what's happening. Not yet. But if I add the constraint, everything is resolved. Now, I think there was a presentation on this thing. Let me see. Okay, this one. There was a presentation, but let me see. There was a really nice presentation on this intro to Gradle, but I don't remember. Oh, maybe this one. Okay, that's the link to training materials if you need. I think it should work. Oh no, that's introduction intro to Gradle training materials. They're good, but we need another one. I need not the introduction. I need the other kind of materials. Okay, I probably don't even have them. Okay, so this exercise is actually done. So I think this we did, but we'll just override it and we'll go to the next one. Because although I'm quite sick, I want to finish Gradle as soon as possible because, well, I need, when I get better, I'll be using it at work. And also, Actually, the link I've sent you is actually quite useful. It's a document from the Gradle basic intro. It's a really good course from Gradle. It's free. Also twice a month or twice 2 months in 2 time zones. Convenient for both for people from India and from the States. So the slides are from there. They're really cool. It's like they call it basic intro, but it's actually very intense 4 hours intro, and you can ask questions. So I really recommend to everybody who watches it ever to join Gradle courses. You can learn a lot just how to create the course yourself. Anyway, now we can take this one and go to exercise 3. So, okay, so consistent resolution. We completed exercise 2 that we did. You can perform the exercise in the same Gradle project used in the previous exercises. Different dependency graphs. Add the following dependency to the APSA project. Runtime only. Okay. Sorry about that. So we do IntelliJ that up, and I want to use this dependency, runtime only. Okay. So if I do compile class path now, we'll be checking this as well. Oh, that's interesting. People are watching me on Facebook. I never saw people watching me on Facebook. Actually, you're the first one. Yeah. So let's see now. So this is so this is a runtime only thing. Checking this one. Let's see how it appears here. Check framework. I expect it to be here. How can it be that it's sorry, keyboard is too small? It's here, right? But it's the only case, and it's different version. This is runtime. So because it's runtime, it won't be visible in compile pass because we are basically saying we don't need it during compile, but we need it during the runtime. Now you see it just got downloaded here because we were running the Gradle app dependencies configuration runtime class path. Okay. And now if I do Control F and now checker. So you can see the 328 version was used, not just and also this the transient dependency to the checker framework in Google Guava also was made to use 328 during the compilation time. Oh, yeah. So okay, let's see further things. What else do they want us to do? So that we did, and that's the runtime. That's cool. Consistent resolution. Oh, I didn't know we can do that. So now we will make sure that when there's a version conflict, that the one from the runtime will be used. And that will be defined in the APSA project, which is this one, which is probably, I don't know, I think it will go, no, I would put it still under repositories, probably like this. Let's see. So, okay. So this one is using, so this is a runtime. And this one is runtime, and we're asking runtime class path versions. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So basically we can So basically we can set up specific libraries as a runtime, and because we declared them here, so for example, you can have a WebLogic library, right? You can have WebLogic library which is not present in your project, but maybe like it's a transient dependency, and you can command this thing, consistent resolution, use runtime class path, and you can declare this WebLogic thing here, and all the transient dependencies will start referring to this one. But you won't bring dependency to your project like fully. That's good. Now, check the compile class path again. And the versions should be the same. Let's see. So that was checker. Okay, so this one was 328, and this one is 328. Okay. What is C? I don't know. I'm not. I know some Gradle, but not many people. Not many people know Gradle that well. Well, there's always Gradle is huge. There's always space to learn. Anyway, that was the third one. So I haven't done the course on advanced dependency management. I'm just doing exercises before I do the course. So let's see. So do you want me to add a link to the course? Yeah, so that will be Gradle training. Okay, it will be this one, and it will be yeah, basically you can find it from here. Moment, where's my enter? It's here. My keyboard is not very big today because well, my desk is clumsy because I was sick. It's always like medicine and stuff. I'm still sick actually. No. This is cool, but what we need is this one. So we completed 3. So now in the apps subproject, we want to add configuration. And this is interesting because now we get closures. So configurations, and we add the configuration for the compile class path and runtime class path. And we add something called resolution strategy. We activate dependency locking. Okay, whatever it is. Okay. Now we need to run the command to create a log file. Okay, I will even type it. Gradle W up. Oh, sorry. What? Up. Dependencies, but instead of this one, it will be right. Okay. What does it do? They must have, yeah, that's the file that so this is the file which got created. This is a Gradle generated file for dependency locking. Manual edits can break the build and are not advised. Okay, so basically we create the file which describes which versions of stuff must be used at compile time and runtime time. I haven't seen this file used before. So that's definitely something like enterprise when you really want to control the versions. Or maybe the case with log. No, I would say enterprise. Because you don't go that far in small projects. You would probably just hard code the latest safe version. So so now if we do this thing, so you can see that it has C everywhere. So apparently that means that it's a constraint. So this thing means that there's a constraint, and the constraint is coming from, I think, from here and from here. I think if we remove this one, so let's just double check. Oh, we already did this one. If we had that stuff, we'll have probably less. If we didn't have that stuff, we'll probably have less C's, or probably not. Let's see. But what if we do configurations and we do resolution strategy, activate dependency locking? Let me see. So these ones all dependencies are with constraints, and these ones are not with constraints. But that's only because that's an that's a model project, right? Which is a dependency of the app project, and we're changing stuff in the app, so that's expected. Okay. Now, so updating dependency locking. So okay, let's update this one. Not upgrade, just update 500. Oh, actually, they just wanted dependencies, right? Without the right look. Okay. Okay, I see. So that's the thing. Okay, so when we do this thing, write logs, it will create a log file which has a write log for 5.1, I think, of this one. But now, if we if in the app project we update it to 5.0 and we run it and we just check dependencies of the app sub project, okay, I think there will be a problem. Let me see, where is it? It's upgrading to 5.1 because of this constraint from this side, this file. That's okay. That's interesting. So, but if we update, obviously we update using write logs, and then we check dependencies, and we will see. Excuse me. Let's test runtime. Why is it 5.0? Let me check this one. Is it? Oh, this one is still 5.0. That shouldn't be right. Oh, because I didn't change this. Okay, cool. That explains everything. So we write logs, and we show the dependencies now, and you can see already this stuff. Okay, and this stuff. That's coming from, because it's configured in the Gradle log file. Okay. Now, so that has been done. Now let me see the exercise 5, which is the last one. So creating a version catalog and updating build files to use the catalog. Complete exercise 4. You can perform the exercise in the same Gradle project used in the previous exercises. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Pum, pum, pum. Okay, so in the Gradle folder, we'll create this thing. Oh, here, right? What was it? Sorry, where's my insert key? Because on this keyboard, I have no idea where they probably just removed it, to be honest. Okay, well, I'll just do the new file. And we'll add the description there. And this way we can describe, listen guys, I check a call. What do they do? Okay, so they basically configure all the versions. And I'm not sure what exactly they mean by their solution. Let me see. So what will app look like? They probably just, yeah, you see they commented out all that stuff. They just use this thing. Yeah, so okay, the model, they're using this one. Huh. Why don't they like leaps? What's wrong with leaps? I don't know. Will it fail? No, it builds. Can I sync? Okay, so it wasn't synchronized with IntelliJ, it looks. But it works. The versions are not declared here. It just refers to the file with libs. And the file with libs is actually coming from, where was it? Oh, from here. So libs version toml declares the libraries, and we can just refer to configures them. And we can use those configurations by simply referring to them like this. So here, we probably find, but not like this, just check it. Libs is already the file. Oh, really? Okay, so let's check a qual. So yeah, something like this, it works. And yeah, so as I said in the beginning, I made this strip as an example of open studies. So now I have officially done all the 5 exercises in Gradle dependency management. So now I know enough to help other people. And yeah, so now I will switch to Elasticsearch. Sorry, in my latest trips. And I will investigate what is Elasticsearch, because it's an amazing open source project. And because my friends from Elasticsearch, they are running a community in London. And I would like to help them. So yeah, that's it. And live long and prosper, and see you